Let's address the elephant in the room, the game versus 50 Cent. In this episode, we're going to talk about the game versus 50 Cent. We're going to talk about how the game tried to lure 50 Cent to a new beef and it didn't go well for him, and how 50 didn't respond back then. But now 50 finally got around to it, and now he's responding to the game, and it's exactly as we predicted in the last video. So without further delay, let's get right into it. If you could remember back then, when the game was trying to promote his album Drillmatic, he tried to do a lot of little different things to promote the album. And as we all know, whenever the game has a new album, the only way he know to promote his album is through beefing. So he tried to respark a beef with 50 Cent and Eminem. He threw little shots at them, and he tried to get them to respond. But 50 Cent and Eminem, they already know the game's tricks, so they just ignore him and didn't say nothing. Back when Game was trying to do a promo for his new album, Drillmatic, he was trying to find a way to promote the album. He wasn't really getting any traction or anything like that. So the Game decided that he was going to make a TikTok video. And he he came up with this dance. And the dance didn't really go well for him. Everybody started clowning him on social media. So Eminem and 50 Cent never responded to him. The Game was trying to get Eminem or 50 Cent to say something so that he could start a beef to promote his album. So when the Game was doing his promo tour for Drillmatic, he will go on to say that Drillmatic will be the album of the year and that this was going to be one of his greatest albums ever. However, after many pushbacks, he kept pushing the album back because they wasn't getting the momentum that he want. When the album finally dropped, it was his lowest selling first week album debut ever. I remember saying back then that, the way 50 Cent is, he's going to wait until the Game album flopped to respond. And that's exactly what happened. So the Game first week sales came out, and the Game only sold 25,000 copies. But 50 Cent went on Instagram and he trolled them. He said 18,000 K first week. Ha ha, laughing at the Game. The game don't really have nothing to say, Now it's like the ball is in 50's court. This exactly what 50 was waiting for. He was waiting for the Game's album to flop so he could start making fun of him. And now the trolling has begun. Right now, 50 and the Game only posted a few little posts back and forth coming at each other. But I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. The Game went on, he made a song dissing Eminem. It was a long song too, 4 minutes or something like that. It called itself the Black Slim Shady. As a matter of fact, I think it was actually 10 minutes or longer. I think he already had that song in the tuck. He was waiting for Eminem to respond back then, but Eminem never responded. He was going to drop that song to promote his album, but things didn't go the way that he planned on things going. Nobody responded to him, so it's going to look weird if he dropped it then. So he dropped it when his album dropped it, promote some steam, and nobody really even paid attention to that song. That song didn't do the numbers that the Game thought it was going to do. And now, everything died down. The Game thought it was over with, that, everything was over with. But 50, he real methodical, like I told you. So he waited until now to respond to the Game. So where do you think this is going to go? Do you think the Game and 50 going to re-spark the beef and now 50 going to go even harder and troll the Game even more? Or do you think they're just going to leave it at that? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification.